Sang Ilham has done significantly more than this in competition. And, oh! One of the fastest pulls off the floor, but one of the most bent arm catches I've ever seen. I think that's going to be a no lift. Even though he...
Good lift.
Oh.
I think he... Oh, one red light.
Because he kind of maintained it, but they did straighten a little bit. I'm sort of blown away with that. Okay, we've got some absolute units in this session. Toychev, very excited to see. Love Toychev. There we go. Can't remember where he placed in Rio, but he did a pretty good job there. I don't think he's ever cracked the 200 kilo mark. In fact, no,
197 is the best I've got for him.
Ryan says that Tank's very active on Twitter, but doesn't show a lot of his training. He does show a lot on his Instagram. Aishiro Murakami is pretty regular in posting his squats. He went through a phase of just doing a ton of strict press training. I think he strict pressed 150 eventually, which is pretty enormous.
So he's going to take 180 here.
Yeah, he made a bunch of stickers with, say, Tank Murakami on, which he gave me at Worlds, which I put on my laptop, which I then palmed off to Nick, who works with us at Weightlifting House. So he has Tank Murakami stickers on his laptop, and he doesn't quite know why, but they're there. Here's 180 opener for Aishiro. Yes, wonderful. 185 is his competition record, but he has snatched 90 a few times in training recently. Okay, so Sang Ilham is going to come out for his second attempt. Let's see if he can... Well, let's see if the lockout is the same. Is it something he does on every rep, or was that slightly more egregious than normal? Yeah, see, like that first rep was particularly bizarre.
Yeah, so basically based on that...
was great.
Yeah, based on that, he probably shouldn't have been given the first rep.
No, definitely not. Here's Toychev's second attempt, jumping up another 5 kilos to 181.
So he seems to be basically following a strategy of 1 kilo more than whatever Ham does.
Yep. Very fast lifter as well. Great mobility for a super. Yeah, wonderful lift. And again, that's the type of lift from someone who snatched 197 in the past. Do you know how tall Ali Davoudi is? I don't. I reckon if you went on his Wikipedia, it will say. But he was much taller than me, and I'm 6'1", so he's probably about 6'4", 6'5", honestly. He's a very big guy. Wonderful lift from Murakami. God, I love this guy's lifting. It's so fun to watch, so passionate. And all of his training, he shares his passion in it. He's regularly yelling. I don't know if you remember, Dan, that he had a problem for a while because his squat is so strong, and he was hitting like 340 for sets of 3, 330 for 5. And the Eleiko bar that he was on would vibrate so much, he started getting into this horrible situation where he was shaking, and it actually got quite dangerous for him. And then the Federation pulled some money and bought him a powerlifting bar. So that he can fit more plates on and it doesn't whip quite as much.
Yeah, I mean, squatting that much on a weightlifting bar is asking for problems, isn't it?
197 Ali Davoudi, so that's 6'6", 6'5", wow. Okay, so Sang Ilham's going to come out also at 185 to match, but placed below Aishiro Murakami. Oh, such an easy pull off the floor, so much speed, but it just doesn't gain much acceleration off the hip at all. Yeah, oh, he's gained a bit of weight since I last saw him. But yeah, still an enormous man. And we've seen him snatch 189. Oh, they didn't get the camera set up, but it looked easy.
It looked like a good lift.
Gosh, the way he stood that up and then did that little bow, from what I caught, looked like he mimics Alasha massively. So Toychev from Turkmenistan will come out for his final attempt at 187. No. I think he can do this. He's going to lose his mind if he does it.
I mean, the first two lifts looked
great.
Really comfortable, didn't they?
Yeah. We just saw 40 seconds on the clock, but he's now zoomed in. Okay, 190 for the biggest squatter of the session. Such a low hip start, really biases his legs. Oh, and he's done it. What a lift. He'll be so thrilled with that one.
Yeah.
Let's go, the tank Murakami with a 190. Yeah, 5 kilo personal record. God, he is a tank.
Yeah.
Look at him. Girthiest quads in weightlifting. Whew. God, pulling with the levers that he has is like pulling from a 5-inch deficit for everyone else. So difficult off the floor, and then so explosive at the end. 191 second attempt for Man Assad. God, he's enormous. He's no Ali Davoudi, but he's a big man, and he pulls that like it's nothing. Wonderful lift. 191, that's a good lift. Still 2 lifters to open. I have got a feeling that Nubat Daskier from Pakistan is not going to come out. So I'm going to go ahead and say that he's not coming out.
Ali Davidi's coming out, so I think we're safe in saying that.
First attempt, 192 to take the lead. 5 kilos under his competition record. No problem there for him. Got great depth for such a large super. 18 seconds on the clock. 16, 15, 14. He's going to need to make a... He's got 10 seconds. He's not even on the platform. You better hurry up. 5 seconds. There he goes. And again, they missed the lift, but that's a 195. Great lift for him. The camera couldn't keep up. You'd think they would learn after the first 2 attempts that he grabs the bar and goes. And here's Ali Davoudi for his second attempt, 196, a kilo below his junior world record. He's no longer a junior, however. There we go. If he can hold on, which he can, slows it down. If he can straighten out that pull, or at least catch it in a slightly better balanced position, he might get up with 200 on his next lift. 200 kilos, not quite the level of talent that we see from the supers in Europe, but still pretty impressive. In fact, no 200 kilo snatches from the Pan American champs, and maybe just one from the Asian champs, but multiple in Europe. Oh, once again, 200 has eluded Ali Davoudi. Will you be in Tokyo to document the Olympics? No. It's basically impossible for anyone to get media access who isn't a multi-billion-dollar company. So you won't get companies like ours or any of the weightlifting media outlets in Tokyo, unfortunately. No doubt Nat will find a way to smuggle someone in because he's very clever at doing that kind of thing, and he'll get some footage somehow. But all footage is basically going to be via major broadcasters. Oh, wow, that's Andre Chamerkin levels of rack. Bar doesn't even touch his chest in the bottom of the clean. The amount of pressure on his wrist must be extreme. Here's Toychev now, 223. So 19 kilos below his best. Oof. Not the easiest turnover, but lovely positions in the jerk. Should be 3 white lights for Toychev. Hoja Mohammed Toychev.
Good lift.
Okay, here's Sang Ilham for his second attempt, 223 also. Can't wait to see this rack. Oh gosh, no, couldn't rack it. That's a miss. I don't see him.
That's the problem with that style of rack, isn't it? There's not a lot of margin for error there.
No. In Sikhistan, you retroactively test negative. Yeah, that's not what we want to see in weightlifting at the moment. Okay, Sang Ilham, third attempt. He just about racks it. You can never get a bounce if you're one of these types of lifters. And he puts it overhead very comfortably.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Well, it's a little bit lightheaded afterwards, but I think he managed to hold on just long enough.
Oof, another one bites the dust. It's been an absolute bloodbath of a continental champs, the Asian champs. So many world records, far more than we've seen in any of the other continental champs. But a lot of athletes have paid the price. Oh, he's going down. Yeah, he's going down. Okay, the tank. Ashira Murakami out from Japan, his opening attempt, 225 kilos. This is also a very big lift for him. He's hugely strong off blocks, but the pull from the floor is very slow for him. Here he goes. So powerful in the stand and in the finish. Oh, barely got under it, but rocked it out of the hole. Should put this overhead with no problem, and he does. He's happy with that. I think there's video of Ashira Murakami doing something like a 260 maximal deadlift, and then he goes and back squats 360. Just built proportionally so perfectly for a back squat. 230 kilos, 11 kilos under his personal record.
So see if he does the same he's done before. You're going to get a wider camera angle if you want to catch this lift, cameraman. Nope.
No, again, when are they going to learn? I mean, that is unbelievably easy. Here's Ashira Murakami, the tank, coming out for his second attempt. This will make him 5 for 5 if he makes it. Again, just the difficulty of the pull. The first couple of inches he gets because it's all in the legs. Then when he's around the knees and he's moved into his back and hamstrings, he's so slow. But he rockets up in the stand if he racks it. Oh! He got us up with it. Somehow.
Go on.
Come on. Oh, he's out. Oh, he's out cold.
We've lost another one.
Oh my word, it's an absolute bloodbath. Get that belt off him. Couldn't maintain consciousness, I suppose.
Yeah, he was a long time in the rack, wasn't he, waiting for the jerk?
Yeah, multiple readjustments, trying to get it into the right place. Carotid artery flattened in that attempt.
So Toychev coming out for 231. Way behind.
There we go. Lovely clean. There's great foot positioning, and it's perfect. There we go. Solid 231. He's very happy with himself there.
Good lift. After jury review, that is a no lift.
Oh, jury have overturned Toychev's 231.
Oh, really?
I did wonder whether the lockout was going to get past the referees. But,
it was slow. It never
seems very harsh.
It never bent more than it straightened, but it did press slightly slowly at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, this is so... these Asian championships are savage. When you saw what got through Pan Ams and Europeans, oh, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, you're ruining the sport. Come on then, Tank. 232. I mean, his thighs probably have a bigger circumference than my waist.
His neck is probably a bigger circumference than your waist.
232.